Good morning. Welcome to the Quilted Chicken Farm. Well, I'm up here by myself. I'm going to wind a bobbin, and I want to sew something, but I don't know what I want to sew yet. I want to start a new project. I don't know what it ought to be. We'll have to go find something that I need to sew. And I have enough UFOs, as they call them, a lot of projects started. But you know what? I've been I ain't been down the dumps or depressed, but I hadn't been sewing because I've been canning beans and doing garden stuff. So I think to get motivated, it's time to start a new project. Don't you think so? So as I told you, I've got the iron, and everything set up. My wool pressing mat set up right here. Whoop! I'm shaking everything. I've got a place back here to cut and trim. I've even got a design board right there. There's nothing on it. I've got some blank boards to put stuff on. But I tell you what, let's get this bobbin wound, and I'll go see what I can find, and we'll see what we can sew. Oop, that little screw right there needs tightening. Got to start with the full bobbins, what I'm going to do. And I kind of think I know what I'm going to go back there and get to sew. You want to go with me when I go pick it out? I'm going to buy it from myself. That may be full enough. So let's get our machine threaded here. Full bobbin and threaded machine. I'll be ready to go to town. Whoop, that broke. Why did that break? Try that again. Where'd the end of my thread go? Well, it ain't going in there. There it went. Operator failure. Isn't that what they say? I probably ought to get my oil can, put some oil in it here in a little bit. Probably needs a whole works, but I won't do that yet. Alright, there. I've got got a spool of expensive thread on there. Not that I can't sew with cheap thread, but I got the expensive spool on there. One of these days I'm going to find my needles and put a new needle in there. But I kind of don't do things like I'm supposed to do sometimes. I'm kind of wanting to start on a baby quilt. And I'm wanting to make it for a little girl. Tighten that back up. Bring that thread up. Let me see how it sews on my little scrap here. Oh, it's going backwards. We put that back down. But now, you're going to go forward now? She sounds good, don't she? The stitches look good. I think I'm ready to go find me something to sew. I'll be right back, and I'll show you what I've got in mind, okay? Give me just a second. You just sit here and look at my machine, and I'll be right back. I'd already been thinking about it yesterday, so I had the stuff laid out. Oh, I've made this one once before for my little granddaughter Millie. So I've got it the PDF someplace, but I'm going to use this one because I don't know where my printed off sheet is. If I find it, I'll do that. But it uses a layer cake or a fat quarter. And can you see it? Can you see how is it focusing? Is my light too bright? Let me move that light. And I see a throw. The throw is not 60 but 72. That's not, I don't know, that may not make a small enough baby quilt. Maybe I need to change my mind. But I'll tell you what I was thinking about. I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm just talking now. I don't think I'm going to do it. But what I had picked out, was this Susie B. With that one. Can you see that one? I just thought that would be really, really pretty in this pattern. And then I had 2 yards of this white on white dandelion, and I was going to put that, but I think I just talked myself out of it. So what I might do to make a baby quilt is use some of these Susie B, pretty and pink. But how would I put them? How would I put those together? Could I make little 4 patches? I need some ideas. And I want it to be easy. I don't want to put a lot of thought and effort into it. I don't. And if you put put the charm packs together, how big of a baby quilt would that make? Let me show you some of the pieces in here. Because they'll just make you smile. The bride. Could I sew those together and then cut them and make a little 4 patch maybe? And then piece them together that way? I don't know. I'm going to sew one. Have you ever done that? Have you ever made a baby quilt just by sewing the 5-inch squares together? Now, as I pick these up, I want to mix them up a little bit. There's some pretty little bees. What do I want with those bees? There's going to be a lot of pink. There's some pretty little pink polka dots. Let's do this. Let's see what 4 of these sewed together is going to look like and see if that might be what I might want. Let's get another one. Let's get a pink and a green here. Pink and a green. And if there's 42, is that 6? That's 6 by 7. Is that right? I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to you guys too. Let's cut part of these off. Make a little 4 patch maybe. Seam lined up. Or do I just want to sew them all together in just a big collage? Would we want to say a collage? Use them all maybe? I don't know. Still talking to myself. A row of 6. How big is 6 across? Let me see. Let's put 3 together. Let me stick 3 together and see how big that would make it. Because there's what a little 4 patch would look like, one of those. But 6 of them, I don't know if that's big enough or not. Do you? If I get some yardage of this and put some borders around it. Three, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Gonna be a pretty small baby quilt though, isn't it? If I put that up there, I don't know, is that big enough for a little baby quilt? Just be like a little pallet, wouldn't it? That one. I want this yellow one, but this pink one. Now that's 6. What do you think? Is that wide enough for a little baby pallet maybe? Should that be the way I do it? I don't know. And then 7, that's not too big. But you don't want it too big and bulky either, I don't guess. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to keep talking to myself and see what I decide. I may just decide to start over again. This may not be what I do. Y'all have a blessed day.